pilot dad pressed wrong button in crash that killed him, his wife and children. A family of 4 died in a light aircraft crash after the dad piloting the plane possibly pressed the wrong button and tried to land with the autopilot on, an investigation has found. Philip Garvey, 56, was flying wife Ann, 55, and their daughter Emily, 23, and son Daniel, 20, when their 6-seat plane came down in poor weather last November. The grandparents from Woking, Surrey were flying to visit their daughter Laura Frances, 31, and her 2-year-old toddler Katie when the tragedy happened. Air accident investigators found the Piper Malibu Mirage was descending as normal but then rapidly climbed into cloud as it approached Dunkeswell Airfield in Devon. Witnesses said it sounded like it was doing aerobatics before it finally reappeared and nosedived into the ground. Investigators said it was possible Mr. Garvey descended without realizing the autopilot was engaged, causing the plane to pitch up. The report put it down to possible mental lapse, incorrect button selection or technical fault and said it would have been disorientating for the pilot who didn't regain control. The report said, the evidence from the autopilot examination system suggested that, as the pilot turned onto the final approach and started to descend, the autopilot may not have been disengaged due to a mental lapse, incorrect button selection or technical fault. It added, the investigation was unable to determine with certainty the reason for the initial rapid climb. However, it was considered possible that the pilot had initiated the preceding descent by overriding the autopilot. This would have caused the autopilot to trim nose up, increasing the force against the pilot's manual input. Such an out-of-trim condition, combined with entry into cloud, could have contributed to an unintentional and disorientating pitch-up maneuver. The report added that if Mr. Garvey tried to descend with the autopilot on, it would fight him as it attempted to maintain its set height, causing it to go nose up. While the aircraft would still have been controllable, the report said, recovery may have been beyond his capabilities. Mr. Garvey, director of a software company, had been a pilot since 2012 and had bought the aircraft, his second, in the summer of 2013. The report said instructors found him good at doing things by numbers but less able than average pilots at multitasking and poor at prioritizing, especially when under pressure. Mr. Garvey was heavily involved in his local community and played guitar at school productions and his local church, and he was also a primary school governor.